I'm here today to talk about the top 10 tips on how to work with MENA influencers, and I will give you examples on our experience as a company. Coming from Imperial Online, which is the biggest Bulgarian game production company. We are self-funded, self-sustained for 12 years already. And we have 20 games on the market. I'm part of the team almost 5 years already. I started the marketing and business development department in the company. So this is our office in Sofia, Bulgaria. We are neighbors with Telus, the guys that are making the support for Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, and all the Supercell games. So in this building we are lots of gamers, and it's a really nice place to work. And we also have a trade office in London. We are a recognized studio by Deloitte twice for one of the fastest growing companies in Central Europe. We achieved all these results only by operating in Tier 2 and Tier 3 markets. And from where this whole story with the Arabic game started for us, back in 2013, we went to the Dubai World Game Expo to present our browser-based Arabic version of Imperial Online, which was, like you can see, with even localized logo, localized content, culturalized, with different soundtrack, different art, and people were really surprised and pleased to see that we did all these efforts for the region. So even the sheikhs wanted to buy the whole company, and they wanted to take pictures with the founders. They came back like 2 or 3 times. It was a really nice place at the Dubai World Expo for us. So nowadays we are also making mobile games, and we released exclusively with Play 3 Arabi Kingdoms Online on the market. But what we did is not only working with the app stores for featuring through Apple and Google. We really had huge success with that because players from Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, they started paying from day one. And we did many changes in the game because of their feedback. They wanted to see more than 1,000 euro payments, different chat system, also a black market, and we did all this for them. But what I really want to share here today is the tips to work with the influencers, because they would make the difference for your brands. No matter if you're working with mobile or web browser games, it's all the same. For the region, they do have a very important effect, because if you go to Social Blade, which is the website working for more than 10 years compiling data from Twitch, Instagram and YouTube, you would see that in the top 20 Saudi Arabian most subscribed channels, there are more than 3 YouTubers that are specifically for gaming, and they have more than 2 million subscribers, which is a lot. For example, SS Sniper Wolf, which is one of the most subscribed woman influencers in the world. She has around 6 million subscribers. And you can imagine these are just in a few countries, and she's a global figure in the gaming industry. So then we made the research for Kuwait, for Bahrain as well. They have like millions of subscribers, not 2 million, but a lot again. And we focused on the top influencers. But then we started researching which of these influencers would be the right ones for our games. And we did that through researching the whole content of every YouTuber. Like, you know, they're very strong personalities, posting every single day different stories. So we wanted to see what kind of comments people are leaving there, what kind of audience they have. And also, like you would see that in Social Blade, there is type of the channel. It should be gaming, of course. This is the first thing. And the second, do see if they have similar games, reviews of similar games to yours. It would make a difference, and you can refer, you did a review for this game, why not doing for ours as well, which is similar to your content, but you would see that the first top influencers would be very expensive. They might be probably working already with other competitor companies, or they might be part of a huge agency that's paying them a lot, and they might not be that willing to work with you. And my third tip for you is to start from the second best. Do really get ready for slow negotiations. Sometimes they would answer in the first few days, but most of them are answering in more than 10 days. You should follow up, and after they answer you, you should be very persistent and talk to them very efficiently in 1 or 2 days, because this will make them feel that you really care and you really want to work exactly with them. My fifth tip is to work with a local partner or consultant, not only because they know Arabic and it will be much more easier, they also know the specifics. They would know whether to call right now for this kind of terms in the contract, or to write an email, how to write it. Of course, you can try on your own and make your requests bullet style, very nicely sent requests that are saying what you really want from the guys on the other side, not to lose time. And my sixth tip is to use a different approach. So of course you can see that we started with the normal game reviews with Suyemi show. We did a really nice and funny video of the whole gameplay with the tutorial and everything. They explained how to play the game. But then we started realizing that we should do something else. People nowadays are like really sick of advertising. They have ad blockers. 11% of the internet global population has ad blockers on their computers, so you don't want to be direct. And we experimented with an offline price. We made an exclusive and expensive trip to Dubai, which was with luxurious hotels, expensive cars and everything, but we didn't want just to send the guys a message, just play this game and you will win this trip. We did it through another influencer, and he actually had fun with his kids because his channel is much more different than what you would expect in Dubai. And at the end of the video, he just mentioned that he won this prize through a competition in Kingdoms Online. And then we reposted, of course, all these videos on our own channel because we wanted to have all this content in one place. This is another tip that you should do as well. And put the info about these influencers that did their best for your title in the information about the video, so they can go to the influencer and follow it as well. My seventh tip is actually to be very transparent if you're making that kind of competitions. You should have a real tracking platform for the results of all the best performing accounts, and people would feel that way, that you're not cheating or something when you're giving the prizes, especially when they're offline prizes. And you should better make photos of the real winners and post it online like we did on social media. This is actually the effect of all these efforts that we did. More than 150,000 registration during May this year, and the retention numbers were actually much more better than the ones that we saw from Facebook or Google advertising. People are staying, they are really willing to play the game even after the campaigns. And my eighth tip is, if you have more budget, try to combine all this at the same time with other things. Like, for example, the telecoms in the region are very strong with great audience, and you can start SMS campaigns. We did that with Zine, and also you can work with the TV. This TV that we worked with, Wizoo, they also have mobile apps. And I will show you now the actual advertising campaign to feel the game and what it is about. Okay, so can we play it now?
القائد الحقيقي ليس فقط من يأمر الجيش ولا من يضحي بالقلاع، بل هو من يستغل ضعف خصمه ليكسب جميع الجولات ويفوز بالجوائز. كن أنت ذلك القائد المنتظر مع الممالك أونلاين. فقط حمل ويزو، اختار الممالك أونلاين لتبدأ اللعب وكسب الجوائز. ويزو، لا تلعب على الفاضي.
So people actually were able to download it after the TV app from the mobile app, and we were also promoted on the top banners in the app itself. So do engage more. After so many efforts, you don't want just to be the next game in the region. You want to do something more about your game audience. It could be like a small series or just something that's really catchy about your audience. You should ask them. They were really into chat. So they wanted to see localized chat stickers, and we did that for iMessenger. And we also had some organic traffic from it. People who are using these stickers, actually, when they download them, they also download the application itself. So we got even more players from it. And do celebrate the success. If you have a local partner, it would be even easier. Playtry Arabi made a really nice party in their office. They were really nice to talk with the players, and this is actually the way you would make a love brand out of your game. People would know it because they would feel more personal approach, you would be more authentic, and they would be able to talk with you about all their concerns about the account, community management, and everything. So please do that, and thank you for being here. These are my contact details if you want to receive the lecture or drop me a line. Hope that these tips can help you in the MENA region. Thank you.